Hey everybody, this is a clip from the latest episode of the Randi Rhodes Show. If you want the full episode, you can watch live on Free Speech TV, Dish Channel 9415.
Mary had a little man.
The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream today. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
Their opening arguments shortly, and when they do, we'll go to it because you need to hear this. The presentation by Adam Schiff this morning so far has been amazing. He has woven in the facts of the case with the constitutional requirement that a president be removed if he should abuse the awesome powers of his office. And he has demonstrated that Trump has done that. Now, I'm going to show you how the other side is lying. This is Pam Bondi last night. There's a lot that we could say about Pam Bondi, but we don't have time to do it right now. But I'll just play you Pam Bondi trying to give a reason why people defied subpoenas, okay? And then a debunk, a quick one.
Just to fact correct, please, a few things. Mr. Duffy didn't come from a state job. Mr. Duffy came from Deputy Chief of Staff at DOD before he went to OMB. Big difference there. Manager Garcia said he failed to appear. Well, the House committee would not allow agency counsel to appear with Mr. Duffy or Mr. Blair. They would not let agency counsel appear with either of them. Office of Legal Counsel determined, of course, that the exclusion of agency counsel from House proceedings is unconstitutional. It's a pretty basic right.
Okay, so that's her explanation for why people have defied subpoenas, Duffy and Blair specifically. Here are the actual rules and who actually voted for these rules.
First of all, the complaint is made, well, the House wouldn't allow agency counsel. Why wouldn't the House allow agency counsel to be present in those secret depositions that you have been hearing so much about? And as I mentioned earlier, those secret depositions allowed 100 members of the House to participate. There are 100 members of the Senate. We could have had that secret deposition right here in the Senate floor. But during those depositions, members of both parties were given equal time to ask questions of these witnesses. Now, why not allow an agency counsel? And by the way, where did Democrats get that rule of no agency counsel during these depositions? We got it from the Republicans.
Oh.
This was the Republican deposition rule.
From 2015.
And we can cite you adamant explanations by Trey Gowdy and others about how these rules are so important that the depositions not be public, that agency counsel be excluded. And why? Well, you'll get a good sense of it when you see the testimony of Deputy Assistant Secretary George Kent. Kent describes how he's at a meeting with some of the State Department lawyers and others, and they're talking about the document requests from Congress. And what are they going to do about these, and what documents are responsive, and what documents aren't responsive. And the issue comes up of a letter that the State Department sent to Congress saying, you're intimidating the witnesses. And Secretary Kent testified, no. The Congress wasn't intimidating witnesses. It was the State Department that was intimidating witnesses to try to prevent them from testifying. And so my colleagues at the other table say, why aren't you allowing the minders from the State Department to sit next to those witnesses and hear what they have to say in the depositions? We've seen all too much witness intimidation in this investigation to begin with, without having an agency minder sitting in on the deposition. And by the way, those agency minders don't get to sit in on grand jury interviews either.
So they will lie, okay? They will misrepresent the facts. They will misrepresent everything from the basement, secret star chamber hearings. You know, the rules that were used during this impeachment inquiry that the House undertook were the rules that the Republicans voted on In 2015, rules that they put in place for impeachment inquiries in 2015. So by the time Donald Trump became president, those rules had been in place for a couple of years, and the Democrats did not change them. And so all the rules that are being applied for an impeachment inquiry are the Republicans' own rules. And in those rules, it says depositions should be taken in secret. It also says that there should be no counsel. It also says that the people who are called have to comply with the subpoenas. And the Republicans are going to stand there and tell you everything about it was somehow a violation of their these were their rules, okay, period. So expect to hear a lot of stuff. Now, nobody's really sure why the Republicans would choose to lie. Why would they choose to lie instead of defending the proven behavior through documents that we already have, through text messages that we've already seen, through testimony we've already heard, taken under oath in public? Why would they choose to lie about how we got here and instead of defending Donald Trump's behavior? And the answer is clear. It's because they have no defense. They can't defend it. What he did was completely illegal. What he did was extort a foreign country using the official trappings of his office, using White House meetings as bargaining chips, using $391 million in military aid as a bargaining chip to get them not to do an investigation, but to announce one so he could use it in the 2020 campaign against Joe Biden. Now, here's a little thing for you to think about as we go forward, okay? If Donald Trump is telling us repeatedly that Ukraine was too corrupt to release the money, they're just too corrupt and they can't handle the money, and so he decided that they were too... Why would you trust them or ask them to do anything for the United States of America? Why would you ask them to investigate an American citizen, let alone a political opponent that you believe you're going to face in the 2020 election? If they're so corrupt, you wouldn't trust them to do a complete and reliable investigation. But there's more to this. The only place that an American president should ever go for any investigation into any American citizen is to his own Department of Justice. If it's a drug investigation, you go to the DEA. If it's an immigration, you go to a CBP. Whatever it is, you do not go to a foreign country and ask them to investigate an American citizen. Now, you might ask after your Justice Department has opened up an inquiry or opened up a criminal investigation into somebody. You might then ask for any relevant documents that might be, but that is not what happened here because Donald Trump is full of crap. He's full of crap. His explanations do not hold any water, and that is why his defense can't make a defense. There's too many documents already. There's too much witness testimony already. There's too many text messages already. And so even Fox News is explaining that the Democrats are doing a fabulous job and the Republicans are very, very freaking weak here.
I think that's pretty smart on the part of the Democrats. They're taking this time to, in effect, make their opening argument, to make the case against the president, to make the case for why the Senate needs to hear from more witnesses, more evidence. And I think to some degree that the White House lawyers are making a mistake. They are basically saying there's nothing to see here. All of this is bogus, while the House managers are taking every second of their 1 hour to make whatever case they want to make. I'd be very curious to see what the White House lawyers used. My bet is it wasn't even half an hour. And, this is being watched by millions of people on the 3 cable channels. I don't know why you wouldn't take the time and every second you have to make an argument on behalf of the president. If I were the president watching this, I would not be especially pleased.
Yes, because they can't, Chris, and you know that. Chris Wallace understands that there is no defense for what the president did. There is absolutely no defense. You do not go to a foreign nation and ask them to investigate an American citizen for something you believe happened 5 years ago. You go to your Justice Department, or you go to the DEA if it's a drug thing, or you go to the U.S. Attorney in the state where it happened. You know, this is such, and that is why they don't make a defense. They can't. They don't have one. So in the end, you know what it's going to be? I swear to God. It's going to be Melania's Zara jacket. You remember Melania's Zara jacket that said, "I don't care, do you?" That's going to be the entire defense. He did it, but I don't care. Do you? The entire defense is on that Zara jacket. You watch.